Today I fucked up by asking the cops for drugs. Earlier today I went to the doctor, who gave me a prescription. My local pharmacy didn't have it in stock, so I went home and rang around. I should have put my glasses on. While typing in the number for another pharmacy close by, I typed in 9 instead of 8. The lady that answered was very friendly, asking, "How can I help you?" I replied, "I'm calling to see if you have a certain drug." "Lady, excuse me?" I repeated myself. "Lady, you have called a police station." "Me? Ooh hhh, it's a prescription drug, I promise." She laughed along with me, but I'm fairly certain they took my number down to run a check on me. Maybe put me on a watch list or something. My record is clean, so hopefully it just turns into the office joke of the week. The chick that called the cop station asking for drugs, woman facepalming. Too long did not read. Thought I was calling a pharmacy, instead called a police station to ask what drugs they had in stock. She told everyone within earshot within 5 minutes of hanging up, "You have joined a long line of, remember that time?" Anecdotes that will live forever amongst the station. For similar reasons, the American term, drugstore, always felt funny as an Aussie. We generally call them a pharmacy, and I was actually fairly confused as a kid in reading references to drugstores in books. I really thought they were shady places people went to buy illegal stuff. Part of it may be that we called them prescriptions when I was young, not drugs. Because drugs are bad MMK, whereas prescriptions were written by a doctor or GP. I did kind of the opposite once. Walking home from work, a deadhead, followers of the Grateful Dead, tried to sell me some weed. I declined and told them they should not sell it on that corner. They got a really mad look on their face and I told them to turn around. They were trying to sell it in front of a police station. The person then thanked me and started walking away. Maybe they get several calls a year like that. Meanwhile, the pharmacy gets calls asking for coppers. You are definitely on their list, all joking aside. Probably made their day, would for me, with good laughs. I know I once did for those I worked with in a similar, and not way. Told them I had to leave a little early so I could get to the liquor store before it closed, to get my meds, of course meant to say the pharmacy, but somehow what came out was liquor store. Got a few good laughs then, and for years after, when we remembered it. Today I fucked up by accidentally swallowing my daughter's tooth. I have nobody to share this with because I am beyond mortified and embarrassed, so I'm posting on here. Today I had a very busy day ahead of me. I've been running around cleaning and doing laundry and grocery shopping, you know, typical mom things. When I got back from the store I figured I should take a Ritalin to kinda give myself a little extra boost. They're prescribed. Relax. I usually only take half of one and save the other half for another day. When I'm out and about I keep the half I save in a Ziploc so I don't have to bring the whole bottle with me. That was my first mistake. Coincidentally, my daughter also lost a tooth this morning, so I also put her tooth in a little baggie to keep it safe until we got home. I didn't even think about the tooth until I took the bag out and swallowed what I thought was my half pill, and I only realized when it felt sharp going down. I am horrified. Before I get bashed for not realizing it was a tooth, 7-year-old's teeth are so small and roughly the same size as my Ritalin. I also have to make up a story for my daughter because she's going to want to put her tooth under her pillow tonight, loudly crying. Too long did not read. I mixed up my medication with my daughter's tooth she lost this morning because they were both in the same kind of Ziploc bag. Just pretend to wrap the tooth up in a special wrapping for the tooth fairy to make it special, and tell your daughter that you did it. She will be excited. If you're feeling really dedicated, you could reclaim the tooth before bedtime. Leave the pill for the tooth fairy. I'm sure she could use it. Sorry about your special calcium pill, that is a unique situation. I did want to caution you about your habit of traveling with loose regulated drugs. In most states, it is a felony to have prescribed drugs on you without being in the officially prescribed and filled bottle from the pharmacy. I had a friend do some time for some loose narcotics. Be careful and check the laws of your state. Either you let the tooth grow inside your body or go to tooth fairy and ask to perform a surgery on you to take that tooth out. Choose your fate. I've read some unusual things on this sub. This is perhaps the most unusual. I mean, I have so very many questions.